After almost 100 days, polling shows Joe Biden gets a higher approval rating than Donald Trump, but still one of the lowest at this point in any administration since World War II. Biden's 52% approval is much higher than Trump's 42%, but he's also received much more positive media coverage than Donald Trump. His handling of the COVID pandemic has the approval of 64% of Americans, but his handling of the border crisis has the disapproval of 53%. Over 172,000 migrants were stopped at the border last month, the most in 20 years.
I wish he'd talk about the crisis on the border, which he created. I mean, it is a crisis. I've been down there with Governor Ducey to see that he's created this crisis.
Vice President Kamala Harris claims the crisis has no quick solution.
It's not going to be solved overnight. It's a complex issue. Listen, if this were easy, it would have been handled years ago. If parents and if children cannot literally eat, if they cannot have the basic essential things that everyone needs to live, of course they're going to flee, and that's what we're saying.
By a 2-to-1 margin, Americans believe Biden should make major changes to his proposals to have bipartisan Republican support. But he passed the COVID relief bill without GOP support and suggested he might do the same with his $2.3 trillion infrastructure bill. And he signed 40 executive orders, the highest of any recent president. Republican Senator Rand Paul says he's still waiting on the promise of unity Biden made at his inauguration.
I haven't seen any of that. I think what I've seen so far is it's Biden's way or the highway. I don't see anything that looks like they want to work together.
Moderate Democratic Senator Joe Manchin says he doesn't support the administration's huge infrastructure plan. He's calling for billions in non-infrastructure spending to be taken out. Some Democrats say he's standing in the way of the president's agenda.
I'm not a roadblock at all. The best politics is good government. I'm not going to be part of blowing up this Senate of ours, or basically this democracy of ours, or the republic that we have.
Meanwhile, Biden is expanding government and increasing spending at a record pace. The U.S. government spent over $900 billion in March alone, more than double from 1 year ago. Democrat Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says the Biden administration has exceeded expectations of so-called progressives.
The active invitation and willingness and collaboration with progressives in his first 100 days, or almost 100 days, has been very impressive.
In his speech to Congress, Biden is expected to announce a $1.8 trillion package funding education, child care, and paid family leave, along with more tax hikes. Dale Hurd, CBN News.